Hi, and welcome to another edition of Focus St. Charles County. I'm Scott Drochnik. Thank you so much for joining us. Have you ever wondered how you can make a difference in the community? You know you can do that just as easily as speaking up at a county council meeting or volunteering for a not-for-profit organization. We're going to talk about that as well as how the county itself came to be, because a little over 20 years ago, we didn't exist as a charter county. Here to start things off is Harold Ellis, who's the acting county councilor, to tell us what's actually in the charter and how the county became what it is today.
The county charter is the fundamental law of St. Charles County. It is like a local constitution which grants to the county's officials various powers and duties. It was enacted in 1993 after a successful vote by the residents of St. Charles County. Before 1993, the county was run by a three-person county commission. It was both the administrative and the legislative body of the county, and it had all the powers of county commissions granted to county commissions for, in our case, a county of the first class. They ran the county. They met 2 or 3 times a week. They entered orders adopting either local laws or approving contracts and bids, appointing officials and employees. They ran the county. There was one commissioner for the Eastern, one commissioner for the Western District, and finally a presiding commissioner elected county-wide. Now that the county is a charter, and it's been a charter county since 1993, it has a divided form of government with an executive and a legislative branch. The county executive is the executive branch of the county. The county council is the legislative branch. Legislation arises in the council. If a bill is passed, it's presented to the executive for signature or veto. That is basically one of the biggest differences between the county as a charter county and the county when it was run by a 3-member commission, which did everything. It did legislation and executive and administrative functions. In addition, the charter grants to the county council certain powers to enact legislation that may in fact be broader or in some cases narrower than the county commission had previously. But the charter is where we now look for the source of our authority and for the source of the duties that are imposed upon us all in county government. The county's charter and all of its ordinances of a legislative nature are available on the county's website. A person using the website can go either to the link for county council or to the link for county councilor under the departments heading on the website and find a button to click to get access to the codification of the county's charter and ordinances. So all of that is available electronically now. Alternatively, it can be consulted in county offices, particularly the Office of the County Registrar on the 5th floor of the administration building at 201 North 2nd Street in St. Charles.
Harold, thank you so much for that overview of the charter, and it kind of leads us to wonder about ordinances. Here to tell us all about ordinances in the county charter is Donna Voigt, the executive assistant to the county council. She's also going to show us some of the search engine tools that are available on the county council website.
An ordinance is a bill enacted by the county council and approved by the county executive, or it is an enactment of the county council over the veto of the county executive, or an enactment of the people according to the charter. The St. Charles County online charter and ordinances is a way that individuals can go to the county website, look to see what the county charter actually is, and search various ordinances that the council has enacted. Ordinances not included in the document are the various zoning procedures, rezoning, conditional use permits, various intergovernmental agreements, and all of the grant approvals. The search keys on how to navigate through the ordinances and the charter. You click on that option on the council website. It will bring it up. You go to the edit button, then you will go down to find. That will bring up a little box to the right-hand side of your upper screen. Then you put in a keyword that you're interested in, a health code of some sort, maybe a building procedure. It will find that word, and it will continue that through the document, and you stop at what you're interested in. On the council website, you can find various resources, such as who your county council representative is. You can click on which district that you live in. Once you hit the button to go to the district that you're looking for, you must zoom in, which will bring the map much clearer to you so that you can navigate and decide exactly where you live according to the map. Then you can choose which council member you have. You can also contact that council member by email, by a link on their picture. You can research the calendar. You can see which meetings are upcoming for the complete year. You can go to past meeting archives, which will show agendas and minutes. You can review the procedure on how to appeal Board of Zoning decisions through the County Council. If you have any questions, concerns, if you would like to contact your County Council representative, if you have any questions regarding the website, please contact our office at 636-949-7530.
Donna, thank you so much for that information. Folks, we're going to take a quick little break, but when we come back, we're going to cover everything from how you can have your voice heard at a county council meeting to how to register to vote, so don't go away.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more...
persuasive?
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw-a-ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Hi, and welcome back to Focus St. Charles County. I'm Scott Drochnik. We've been talking about the county charter, and now we're going to talk about how laws come together and become ordinances. Who pulls them together, how they're approved, and how you can raise a concern and be heard here at the county council level. Here to tell us all about those things and a lot more is Terry Hollander, the county council chair.
St. Charles County Council meetings are held the old courthouse, up on the 3rd floor. Normally the meetings are held on the 2nd and 4th Mondays. Every once in a while we have 5 Mondays in a month, and it would be the 2nd and the 5th Monday. The purpose of the council meetings, number one, is to have public comments. Every meeting begins with a period of time where we have public comments, and any St. Charles County citizen or someone from another county actually can come and comment on really any topic. From that point, we have a report from our county executive. And at that point, we then take up proposed ordinances and bills that have been introduced by the council. Sometimes it's just an introductory reading. Other meetings, of course, we actually vote on to either pass or reject those ordinances. Bills are proposed by councilmen, although many times at the suggestion of the county executive or his employees. Before a bill can be introduced, it would go to the county councilor's office, where there's an array of lawyers who then put it into legal sounding and legal documents, and then it comes back to us, and then it's presented at the meeting. Most bills come to light because of a citizen or a group of citizens that approach a councilman with a problem and say, this is something that we feel needs to be addressed, needs to be looked at, possibly changed. And at that point, a councilman then decides, well, I agree with you. I think you're correct on that. And let's see if we can get it into some wording. And of course, it has to follow the various procedures in the county charter. And then it comes back to us, and then it's reviewed by all the councilmen, and then of course introduced. And at that point, we have discussion amongst ourselves, but also from anyone in the public that would like to comment are welcome to do so. Yeah, constituents get a hold of us in a number of ways. Probably the easiest way is to call the council offices downstairs here in the county courthouse, and then they will then direct the call to us. The second way, of course, is by email. That's a very popular way. And the third way is just to come to an actual council meeting and talk to the council as a whole, or maybe approach the councilman prior to the meeting. And all the councilmen are very, very receptive of citizens and their concerns. There's a number of ways that citizens in St. Charles County can view the council meetings without being here, physically themselves. And one is to go to Charter Channel 993. Another one is ATTU Verse Channel 99. Both of those outlets air the council meetings live on Monday nights, and also have repeat shows at other times. Another way to view council meetings is to go to YouTube and search the channels for SCCMO TV. Another way to view the council meeting is by live stream through the county's website and video on demand. I'd like to stress to citizens that you are always welcome at council meetings. We know that it's sometimes a little stressful for a citizen to actually stand up in front of the council to either complain or to ask for something, but we feel that that's the role that we have, to listen, to serve, and hopefully to solve the problems that the citizens of St. Charles County have.
Terry, thank you so much, and we appreciate all that you and the county council are doing. Well, another way that you can make your voice heard and make a difference in the community is through voting. If you're not a registered voter and you're not sure of the process, we're now going to turn our attention to talk to Rich Krismer, who's the Director of Elections. He'll talk us through the steps involved, and he's also going to tell you how you can serve as an election judge.
We have 114 locations in our county. You can go to the libraries, to high schools, the community college, Linwood College. You can come to our office, which a lot of people do. You can go to any Department of Revenue. You can go to any social services outlet in our county and register to vote. You can register to vote at any time. If you want to register to vote for a specific election, you have to be registered for that specific election within the 4th Wednesday before the election. When you come to our office to be registered to vote, they'll ask you for a form of ID, be it a driver's license or military or government ID, or even a piece of mail, a bill that you received, a utility bill, as that's required to determine that you are who you are. And then you'll fill out the voter registration card. You will sign it. Our deputy will sign it, and you will date it. And you are registered to vote, and we will input you into our voter registration system. We have a specific voter registration card for our office. All others are called mail-in registrations. It's the same system. You fill it out. The person who was assigned to be the one who registers the person will sign it. Then the voter will sign it and date it. They will mail it back to us within 5 days, and 7 days after we receive it, they will receive in the mail a voter registration card, identification card. Every high school has someone assigned to register anyone to vote. One thing is, especially the students, if they want to register to vote, they can register to vote when they turn 17 and a half. They cannot vote until they're 18, but they can register that early. We have approximately 1,400 people that are needed to operate our elections on election day, and these are voter judges. They are really the backbone of our elections. We could not possibly do an election without an election judge. You can call up and volunteer, or you can come by our office and volunteer. All you have to do is be a registered voter in our county, St. Charles County, and you can volunteer. We will train you. We will actually pay you for transportation to come here to be trained. We'll pay you for the training, and we'll also pay you on election day. If you want to know about absentee voting can be done in our county, in our state, up to 6 weeks before the election. You just come into our office. You need to vote absentee. You have to fill out an affidavit that says that you will not be present on election day. We only provide absentee voting in our office at 397 Turner Boulevard. Anyone who's interested in wanting to know where to register to vote, or they want information about a specific election, or any information that we could provide to them, they need to call our office at 636-949-7550. They can also email us through the county, and we'll be more than happy to get information to anyone. Some people are interested in things other than voter registration. Anything that they think that they can ask that we can provide them, we're more than happy to answer their questions at any time.
Rich, thank you so much. And folks, don't forget to register and don't forget to vote. We're going to take a quick little break, but when we come back, we're going to turn our attention to volunteerism.
We don't win unless we work together. It's how we play our best.
It's how we survive on the field.
Now that same teamwork can save 13 million people
affected by the famine, war, and drought in the Horn of Africa.
Go to this site
and forward the facts to everyone you know.
The more people who know,
the more money we can raise.
And the more money we raise,
the more people we can help.
Because saving lives doesn't take a lot.
It just takes a lot of us.
It's time to join forces. Get energized. And fuel up right.
It's coming.
Because starting today, every kid in America has a mission. Bring out the action hero in you. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you were really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov.
Welcome back to Focus. Today we're talking about how to make a difference in the community. And volunteerism is a great way to have a huge impact in St. Charles County. There are a variety of ways that you can volunteer in the community, everything from helping people with basic needs or serving the elderly, as well as working for nonprofits and even for-profit organizations. The neat thing is it works around your schedule. You can either become a regular volunteer or do it occasionally or even one time. Here to tell us about a variety of volunteer opportunities in St. Charles County is Mary Hutchinson, the Executive Director of the Community Council of St. Charles County.
People are more discriminate and choosy in looking for volunteer opportunities these days, and that's a good thing because they're looking for experiences that are meaningful to them and where they can really make a difference and use some of the skills and expertise that they bring in a meaningful way in the community. There are so many different volunteer opportunities available in this community. There's a rich number of nonprofit organizations that serve a wide variety of people. So there are many different categories that people can consider when they're looking for a volunteer opportunity. They might they want to consider what their passions are. Some of their own life experiences often lead them to different organizations. So if they have a family member that has experienced a certain kind of illness or who has a developmental disability, they may want to look at the many different organizations who serve people with disabilities in the community. But also there are many people that have children and therefore they want to work with children, improve the world for children, and there are so many of those kinds of organizations, as well as organizations that serve elderly in our community. In addition to that, many people really want to help people in need, those people that have a hard time making ends meet, and there are many organizations that are out there just to provide basic needs to organizations, whether that's food pantries or shelters. So there's a rich variety of organizations, and that's often what drives people to a volunteer opportunity. Some people don't realize that there are volunteer opportunities not only at nonprofits, but at schools, at churches, at city government, at county government. So all the sectors, whether it's private, nonprofit, or government agencies or faith-based, all use volunteers, many service organizations. So those are great places. Additionally, I encourage people to consider volunteering on a one-time basis, like an episodic volunteer, where they're volunteering for an event, maybe a fundraising event, and they can check out an organization before you make a long-term commitment. If you're looking for a volunteer opportunity in this community, there are many ways to go about searching what's available. One of the resources that Community Council has on its website is actually a directory, and it's called Your Invitation to Serve, and it lists organizations and gives you their contact information. So I'd encourage you just to browse that, and there's an index that classifies organizations by the type of organization that it is. But you'll also want to look at United Way's new website, and it's called Hands on Connect website. So if you go to United Way, you can search for volunteer opportunities all throughout the metropolitan area. that website will just get better and better as more organizations find out about it and put their volunteer opportunities there. There's a website called Volunteer Match. That's another great website to take a look at. And then I encourage you just to go to the website of different organizations. Again, the local municipalities all have volunteer opportunities on their website, and many organizations, if you go to those organizations, check them out. And then again, just call the organization, ask for the volunteer coordinator, and interview them. Find out as much as you can about the organization before you make a decision.
Mary, thank you so much for that information. And folks, one of the groups that you might consider helping with is the St. Joachim and Ann Care Service. They serve not only St. Charles County, but also Lincoln and Warren County. They've got a variety of programs, but now for the Christmas season, one in particular you might want to find out about is the Adopt a Family program. Here you'd be helping a family in need with everything from Christmas dinner to Christmas decorations. Here to tell us all about 5 of their programs, including the Adopt a Family program, is the person in charge of it and a caseworker, Yvonne Tyhen.
St. Joachim and Ann Care Service is a social service agency serving the 3 county areas, St. Charles, Lincoln, and Warren County. We have 5 main programs. We have the Child and Family and Development Program, and this is a program where we have 5 or 6, might be 6 social workers who work very closely with families and children who are homeless. They have intensive case management, they follow the family through, they do everything they can to get the family settled safely in a home, make sure the children are in school, and provide other services as needed. The second program is our housing program, and this is a program where we try to prevent homelessness. We pay rent, mortgage, and utility bills. We do everything we can to keep the family from becoming homeless. We then have the workforce program, and that's a program whereas we work with men and women looking for jobs. We have a young woman who works with them very intensively, doing resumes and helping them find employment. Our next program, of course, is our food pantry. We're very proud of our food pantry. We do roughly 100 to 120 families weekly, hoping to assist them so that they can then stretch the monies they have to buy the other food that they need. And our last and my program is the Adopt a Family program. Last year we did 750 families with the help of the St. Charles, Lincoln, and Warren communities at large. We could not do this program without the help of everyone in St. Charles, Lincoln, and Warren County. Families are adopted by individuals, companies, or businesses. You can pick any size family you like, from 1 up to last year we had a family of 12. We provide Christmas dinner, several gifts for each child, a bicycle for children and adults if they request one, Christmas trees, live or artificial, and Christmas decorations, and gift certificates for shoes for the children. If you would like to adopt a family, please call 636-441-1302, extension 224, and I will be happy to help you. Anyone who would like to drop off food or gifts for the Adopt a Family program may drop them off between 8:30 and 4:30 Monday through Friday. If you would like to volunteer for any of our programs here at the Care Service, we ask you to please call Missy Nauman at extension 225.
Yvonne, thank you so much, and we certainly hope all of the programs get all of the help and assistance that they need, especially the Adopt a Family program for the Christmas season. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for this particular episode. We certainly hope you've learned a lot about how St. Charles County operates and how you can make a difference in the community. I'm Scott Drochnik. Please join us again as we continue our focus on St. Charles County.